in this new episode of our platformer series, we will cover main menus and game over screens, such as a play button. So, before we begin, let's save our projects from episode 5 and rename it to be part 6 or episode 6, whatever you named it. So, let's begin by adding our start screen. See this start game event? No, don't delete it, but do when green flag clicked, hide. Now delete this when flag clicked broadcast start game because we will not be using that. So, we will paint a new sprite. Name it Splash Screen because we will use this for the other splash screens too. Then paint another sprite, name it Play Button. Let's make this P a capital P. So let's name this first costume Play Button. I'm gonna add a text with black letters. I'm gonna use the serif font and write play with capital letters. Now what we will do is paste 2 times. Now see, it's 3. I'll make its color white and add a border to it. Now I'll delete the last one and it's looking good, but I'm gonna add more border. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now I'll make a circle and now look at this trick that I'm gonna do. So to do this, make 2 new corners around the middle one. Then delete the middle one. And finally, it can be either sides, okay? Either the right side or the left side. So, after deleting the middle one, you do the same thing for the other 2 corners too. Now let's move this play text away from here. Now select either 3 corners with the reshaping tool. Now hold shift and drag it. Now did you see that? Such a round one. This is sort of a button that I want. So let's make it like this a little, and there we go. Put the text in the middle. Let's make this thing go to the front and pow. Now let's make the circle bigger. Now the splash screen. So I'll draw the main menu. You can draw it however you like. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. button and make a new message named main menu. After that, go to x0 but y -95, something like this, and then what we will do is add a go to front layer block. Then a if else block. Now add a change size by at both of the branches. So check if touching mouse pointer. Then now see this change size by add a subtract and a multiply. So let's add a size block, and then I want the target size as 110 and 0.2 like how much it grows to get to 110. Now duplicate this and put it to the other change size by block, but change the target size to be 100. Now let's test it in. Oh, add a when green flag clicked hide at all the other sprites. When I receive start game at all the other sprites too. With this, why isn't it working? Oh, because it has no when green flag clicks and no when I receive. So let's do when green flag clicked show, and then we will broadcast the main menu event from the splash screen. When green flag clicked show, go to x0 y0. But go backward one layer so the play button is also shown. Then broadcast main menu. So let's make this button clickable. When the sprite clicked, first, hide this large button and then broadcast the start game event. So let's do the same with the splash screen. When I receive start game, hide. Now the player doesn't have a show block, so let's do when I receive start game, show. See, everything is bad, but we didn't do it in the danger sprite, so in the danger sprite, when I receive start game, So I'm gonna write a nice big text, writing game over. So let's Control G, Control V on top of it, and then make its color white and add a border. So let's show it and choose a new position. Now find with me the lose life event in the player sprite. Game surrounded with a if else. Now make a new variable named lives for all sprites. Then when I receive start game, set lives to 9, or let's make it 10, and change lives by -1 every time we lose a life. Greater than 0, then we can broadcast our game. Else we will introduce a new broadcast named Game Over. Now in the splash screen sprite, duplicate the when I receive start game and change it to be a when I receive game over. So duplicate this, again broadcast main menu, but not go to 0, 0. So let's switch the costume to this thing and make it go to somewhere around here. X0 and Y65, okay? Oh, we need a switch costume block. We didn't do that. So, switch costume to game over, and when flag clicked, switch costume to the main menu. So, let me make the lives 3 to make testing easier. And what? Oh, set lives at 3 when green flag clicked. Else we will lose lives again and again forever and ever. And bang! First, let's broadcast main menu from the splash screen. And when I receive main menu at the play button, show because it's hidden. See? Now the player has the risk of losing all of its process. No, wait. Did you see that the clothes go all the way up to 300? How could this be? Now, because No, when I receive reset game. Now we will broadcast this from the game over sprite. When I receive game over, broadcast reset game at the end. Now it is fixed. And guys, that is the end for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like to my videos and subscribe to my channel for support. And to support me further, do these 3 things. Please share my projects to your friends, comment if available, and finally, please submit your projects. Link in the description down below. For now, see you next time.